Hey everybody, welcome back. Sive Morten is here with the Forex Peace Army.com. As usual on Mondays, let's take a look what's going on the Bitcoin. In fact, speaking generally, the trading step that we were following within the couple of weeks is over. So market has completed all specified targets that we said last time. We talked about 126, 125, 126 extension, and mostly it is done. So currently market stands in a very tricky point that could bring a lot of surprises. Why this could happen? First of all, if you take a look at the performance today of the other markets, we see simultaneous growing of the yields on United States Treasury, dollar, and gold. This combination usually suggests some safe haven background, so investors are worrying for something. That's the first moment. Second, by looking at the big chart of the Bitcoin, whole history chart, you could see the market has completed all-time 1618 extension XOP target. Not quite complete, but stands very close to it. And this is a very important thing, which could trigger the pullback and retracement, some respect to this target. So for instance, when the market has completed AB equals CD, that was more or less significant pullback here. So on 1618 might be even stronger. That's what we need to keep an eye on. The idea of the butterfly that we discussed last time on the weekly chart, right here, if you remember, we talked about this, but maybe on the daily chart it looks a bit better. So here is how it actually looked like. It's definitely now raises no questions, so it's clear performance with it. Its target stands around 129.26. It's 127 extension of this butterfly. On the daily chart, I do not see yet any trading steps that we could use, except maybe this thrust, and if somehow we will get some pullback to the 119 area, for example, we could consider taking a long position. But based on the market performance, how it behaves around the top, makes me think that hardly we will get it anytime soon. So more probable that we will get the moderate pullback after market will complete the major monthly target around 127 area. Because here you could see that market stands relatively tight near the top, so we do not see something like this. So when the market just moves slightly above the top, grab the stops around it and collapsed. Here's would not have it. Market grabs the stops but stands flat. It means that this is not the wash and rinse, it's not just the stop hunting. This is a real attempt of the breakout market right now consolidating near the top. So possible upper continuation here exists. So that's what we have on the daily, but most important thing stands on lower time frames. On the 4-hour time frame chart, I can't show you something really new, just this ABCD pattern that we discussed. This is our target, mostly it is done. But now most interesting is what is going on here, what to expect, whether it should be some reversal, downward action, or it might be some upward continuation. My opinion is that chances on some upward continuation here looks stronger. There are a few reasons for that. Major targets are not completed yet. So if you take a look at the monthly chart, the 127.10, let's call it 127.10, target is not done yet. So here some distance stands until it. This butterfly also has some potential here for possible action. And that makes me think that on the hourly chart, we could get something like this. So it might be 1618 free drive pattern. Of course, we should control the overall situation. If we will see clear bearish signs, the market start dropping below 122 area, dropping back to the 121 lows and keep going lower, it definitely tells that retracement is already starting. But based on the current shape, how it looks like right here, I'm not excluding that market could make last effort to the upside, forming the 1618 extension here. Maybe it will be 127, but if we speak about the free drive, it should be 1618 because here is already a 1618 extension, and that should be 1618. If it will be some kind of the butterfly, which is not related to free drive pattern, since it will be 127, well, in this case, it might be close, somewhere around 126.50. This might be this target. But anyway, some upward action here might happen based on the current shape. And I think that we need to control this and watch for it. Once part pattern will be completed, we will see maybe it will be some steps for considering taking the short position based for retracement that might happen because of the existence of the reversal pattern. Butterfly on the daily is also potential reversal pattern. And what will be the most important thing is a completion of the major target on the monthly chart. That and towards what we have right now on Bitcoin. So if you have longs, tight your stops and watch for the pattern that we have just described, because last leg up is still possible. If you would like to take the long position, well, currently I wouldn't say that's really a great idea, although theoretically you could try to do this with the stop somewhere below this area, just based on this potential pattern. So here risk will be not really big, but if we will be correct on this suggestion, risk-reward ratio looks nice. So from that standpoint, it's also possible. But of course, the result will be not very big. For this trading, for the bearish setup, I wouldn't do anything yet because the bearish patterns that we potentially have, they are not completed. We need to wait, and major targets also are not met yet. So from that standpoint of view, taking the short position looks a bit preliminary. So it would be better to wait and see what will happen.